Attorney General Senior Counsel Basil Williams today clarified a misleading and irresponsible article relating to the gazetting of the provisions of the Public Health Ordinance Act, which empowers the Public Health Ministry to take certain measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
The provisions of the Public Health Ordinance, which was gazetted on Tuesday, empowers the Minister of Public Health to move, disinfect, and destroy the personal effects, goods, building, and any other article, material, or thing exposed to infection from the disease. The Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senior Counsel Basil Williams, made it clear that there is no widespread attempt to destroy private property as being purported in an erroneous online news report. The AG made it clear that this is allowed only in the case of an environment being contaminated.
It's a provision under the Public Health Ordinance, and it's not a provision that would be utilized whimsically or capriciously by the minister or any authority. It's a provision that is there in the event that you have people harboring in some building somewhere and they are infected, but they come out every now and then from that building to go and mingle and circulate around the place. And the bedding infected, the environment infected. And if that building is in the midst of some neighborhood that has other people living in other dwellings, it might be necessary to deal with it in a manner as provided for under the law.
The Act also speaks to the isolation of persons suffering from or exposed to the disease and empowers the Public Health Minister to remove persons from their homes to a hospital for treatment. According to the Attorney General, the freedoms enjoyed by Guyanese are not absolute, but are subject to exceptions, particularly in cases where the well-being of a nation is threatened.
Somebody can't stay in the home when they are infected and say that, okay, I'm in my home and I will not be removed, etc. Because if the removal of these persons would be in the general interest of the nation and to prevent the spread, then they will have to be removed. And the minister could call on the Minister of Public Security to assist, of course, in these areas.
Conforming with the provisions of Section 20 of the Public Health Ordinance, President David Granger has tasked the Minister of Finance with expending monies from the nation's consolidated fund to carry out the measures that were gazetted. On March 11, 2020, the World Health Organization categorized COVID-19 as a pandemic. Thus far, 5 persons have tested positive for COVID-19 in Guyana. Cinco Thorne, InfoHub.